Aldrin, good to talk to you. Can you give us the latest? Are we still expecting that big announcement a little bit later on?
Well, certainly that's the confirmation that we got here from the press briefing of the Electoral Commission, that the results will be announced later this evening. And right now joined by Commissioner Dr. Qhubani Moyo, who is also the spokesperson for the Commission, just to give us this confirmation yet again that this is it. Round about 10 p.m. this evening, Zimbabweans and the world who has been following these elections will know who the victor is of these elections.
Yes, we can confirm that the process of verification of the election results for the presidential election is almost complete. All the party agents that were standing in for their presidential candidates are almost done with the process. We will be announcing the results tonight at around 10 p.m. so we can confidently say that this time around everyone can go to their screens to hear the beginning of the final announcement of the elections for the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe.
And it comes just 2 days before the deadline.
Yes, the Commission has done very, very well. We have been under immense pressure from the public, but we have kept our cool and followed the requirements of the law. The process of compilation and verification of the results needs to be done very meticulously so that we don't do errors that can be very costly in the long run. So the Commission has been doing it very, very applying its mind in terms of following the procedures and following the requirements of the Electoral Act that indicate that we have to ensure that all the V11 forms, which are the forms in which results are entered into and signed by polling agents and polling officers in all the about 11,000 or so polling stations across the country, they come to the command center and they are verified by the chief election agents of the respective presidential candidates, which is the process that took us this far. We are very much glad that we have managed to do this within a period provided for in the law that says that the results must be announced within a period of 5 days. We are on day 3 today, and we have done strides to ensure that the results are compiled on time and will be announced to the public. We understand the anxiety that the public had about this whole election process. We also know of the events that are regrettable that happened yesterday that led to a loss of human life. The Commission, as we have said before, passes its condolences to the families of deceased and wishes speedy recovery for those that are injured. We are saying we need to be patient and keep our peace that we had during the election period, so that we don't have the kind of thing that happened, yesterday.
And that tremendous pressure that you speak of didn't only come from the public, but it also came from the political parties, the various political parties that are involved in this process, and quite specifically the MDC alliance as well.
Yes, some of our stakeholders, as we are saying, have been making pronouncements of the results that are not coming from the Commission, which is very unfortunate. The only institution that can declare election results is the Commission. The declaration of the results by the other political parties that were contesting are the ones that created this anxiety, which might have led to the events that happened yesterday. We want to appeal to our stakeholders for now and for future plebiscites to ensure that we follow the law as it provides, that the Commission is the only institution that can declare results, that can announce results. Anything to the contrary is problematic, like what happened yesterday, which ended up with seeing people, running to the streets on the basis of a false result.
And this volatility also between the different political parties. I saw a report yesterday indicating that the Commission may or may not have decided not to pursue the two matters against the two presidential candidates in the interest of peace and calm here in the country. Can you confirm that?
Yes, what we can say is that we have made reports to the police about the two candidates, and the police will make their investigations around that. But our own intuition is that in the interest of stability, it might be necessary to engage with these parties so that we have a dialogue on a continuous basis so that they understand the problems regarding making such a pronouncement in the electoral process. Today we had a meeting with our sister commission, the National Peace and Reconciliation Commission, where we're discussing on the post-election period and how there could be collaboration with the other commission to try and bring stability, to bring dialogue amongst political parties, and so also to engage political parties so that they don't make inflammatory statements, not just during election period, but even outside the election period, because some of the issues that political parties speak about during election period are issues that could be dealt with very well outside the election period.
A final one is the various chief election agents. We know that the MDC Alliance's Nelson Chamisa, speaking to him earlier on, he said that he's asked the chief elections agent of the party to make sure, meticulously so, that the V11 results that they have correspond to what you have on your papers. What happens if they don't sign the result form?
Well, as far as the process is moving, there is maximum cooperation from all the chief election agents, from from all the parties rather, not just the two main parties, but also from other parties that we're contesting. They are very cooperating very well. We are very hopeful that they are going to sign. They have indicated to us that they will sign because the process has been very open, very inclusive, and meticulous, and everyone was able to see the actual results as they appear on the V11 forms.
But what happens if they don't sign?
Well, I don't think that they are not going to sign. Because
but if that happens, that they do not sign the result form, could that hold back the announcement of these results?
Well, they have indicated that they are going to sign.
What happens if they do not sign? I ask you this again because of the remarks made by Nelson Chamisa. What happens if the MDC Alliance's chief elections agent does not sign the result form? Can you tell us what does the law say? Does this at all hold the commission not from making the announcement of the election results?
Well, I will not be speculative, but look, like I said, that there is high anxiety, and this is a very high-stakes game. We are aware of the security situation in the country, and our approach is to be inclusive, and we'll try to engage our colleagues and see the reasons behind that kind of denial to sign, if they do, until we find ourselves. We believe that after instances of yesterday, Zimbabweans will reflect and ensure that they want to promote activities that will bring about peace, and I have no doubt that all political parties will want to do that.
And if there is any challenge to the results as when they're announced, you will be able to also make a counterclaim?
Well, if there's a challenge on election results, that is done in the Constitutional Court. That is dealt with by another institution of government.
But from your side, everything has been above board?
Everything on our side has been above board. We have done everything meticulously. That's why we're not rushing the process. What we are going to announce tonight, together with what we are announcing in the past day or two on parliamentary results, is a true reflection of the will of the people of Zimbabwe as they voted in the elections. And the president who is going to be announced is a president who is elected by the Zimbabweans.
Thank you so much, Dr. Qhubani Moyo there, speaking to us about the announcement of the election results expected around about 10 o'clock later this evening. But quite importantly, even from that discussion that we had there, it's still unclear what will happen if the MDC Alliance, which has already claimed the victory, and we know that the ZANU-PF as well has already also claimed victory. Its legal secretary, Mangwana, earlier on saying that they know, as a matter of fact, that their their presidential candidate, Emmerson Mnangagwa, will be the one who is re-elected and become president-elect of Zimbabwe. What happens if the MDC alliance does not sign that results? Could that deter the announcement, or defer rather, the announcement of the election results, which are expected around about 10 o'clock later this evening?